Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. Killer Instinct is one of the best fighting games that should have had many sequels. The third game finally came out in 2013 for the Xbox One, and depending on the version you got, it came with a digital port of the arcade version of the original Killer Instinct, and it's got both the original 1.4 and the revised 1.5D builds, including a training mode, unlockable character sprites, a cutscene gallery, visual filters, and I believe an online mode. Sucks that we never got more sequels to the Killer Instinct franchise, because for me, this game series should have had more attention as it clearly became well known. Fans everywhere wanted more Killer Instinct, but yet we just barely got a third game. Which is great, better late than never, but even though new games tend to add more and feel much more enjoying than the classic generation games, I would have really loved to have played Killer Instinct 3 for PS1 or Nintendo 64 or Dreamcast, or Killer Instinct 4 for the PS2, and so on and so on. But anyways, let's take a look at 10 awesome facts you probably didn't know on Killer Instinct. Let's begin. Number 10. The game was inspired by two of the most popular fighting games at the time, or I guess you could say they still are the most popular games still today: Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter for its character similarities and attacks, and Mortal Kombat for its fatalities, stage fatalities, and friendships, better known as humiliations in the game, and the fatalities are known as no mercy moves as well. Number 9. Killer Instinct was the first arcade game to use an internal hard disk drive in addition to the game's ROMs. This allowed the game to have much better detailed graphics than other arcade games during that genre. Number 8. The Game Boy Pocket version of the game was an excellent port, but it sadly didn't feature Cinder or Riptor in the game. Surely this was because of the limitations of the Game Boy Pocket cartridge, but it was nonetheless still entertaining as hell. Number 7. If you bought the game brand new for the Super Nintendo, it would come with a soundtrack album that has 15 tracks, but if you get to the 15th track and skip to the next track, it will be total silence. You can skip to more silent tracks, but once you reach the 30th track, it will play the humiliation theme. Number 6. The combo system can be an awesome feature when you perform it on an opponent, but a real pain in the ass when the opponent performs them on you. The combos can reach up to 20 hits, and even sometimes reaching up to even 80 hits. Damn, that's gotta surpass the amount of hits from Mortal Kombat's brutality finishers. Number 5. The game Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise has Killer Instinct VP cards, which are supposed to be Killer Instinct themed items for pinatas, but they weren't really as interesting as expected. But hey, the most we can say is that Viva Pinata has Killer Instinct Easter eggs. Two other popular VP cards that were related to other titles were Halo 3 and Banjo-Kazooie. Number 4. Fulgor is an advanced fighting cyborg developed by Ultratech, the masterminds behind the Killer Instinct tournament. But even though he appears in the sequel and the third game, Fulgor is like Tekken's Jack models. They get destroyed and replaced with a new model for the next installments. Number 3. Nintendo Power released the comic book versions of Killer Instinct back in January 1st, 1996. The art was pretty good, but there were a couple awkward images like Joggo's eyes in this shot, and I think they didn't add enough muscle tone details to every character in this image. And look at this image of TJ Combo. Looks like he took too many horse steroids. Still though, the comic book issues weren't bad. Number 2. The original title for the game was going to be Brute Force. This did become the official name for a different game on the original Xbox. Also, Orchid originally had a different design and name. She was known as Wanda and then Roxy Rave. Her primary color was red, not green. She was a blonde instead of black-haired, and her weapon was an electric bow staff. Another character that had different original designs was Glacius. The original design had him looking much more bulkier. Number 1. The reason why Thunder competed in the Killer Instinct tournament was because Eagle, Thunder's younger brother, happened to compete in the previous Killer Instinct tournament, but he disappeared, and Thunder's tribe was not given any information regarding whether Eagle managed to become triumphant or whether he was defeated. So Thunder joined the next tournament to find out what happened to his brother Eagle. But in the comics, it is revealed that Fulgor was Eagle all along, and Ultratech used Eagle to make Fulgor Mark III have artificial intelligence. But one problem there is that it became officially true in Killer Instinct for the Xbox One, but that Fulgor was Mark III. The previous two were destroyed in the previous tournaments, but other than that, Thunder's ending in the first game hinted that maybe he didn't avenge his brother's death, and Spinal could have been Eagle all along. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please leave a like, share it with others, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to click on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to notify you of every new video that gets uploaded to this channel. And if you'd like to show some support on Patreon, check out the link in the description. Anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow, and remember to have an awesome day.